Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Noelle and I do unboxings, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but also some stationery, books, beauty, jewelry, travel, home decor, and the very occasional dash of Disney. So if you enjoy unboxings, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and checking out some of my other videos. As always, if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for being here and welcome back. Are you ready for some Mickey tea? Because today is the day that I finally get to share with you what I've been calling the We Please of Disney subscription boxes. I don't even know if they still have a subscription box. This is actually the limited edition vintage Mickey Loot box that I purchased back in June. It just arrived to me on the 15th of December. And at first I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be patient. I know they had a move. I'm gonna try to base my review upon the items that actually appear in this vintage $75 box that I paid for back in June. Maybe they'll even like do me a solid and put a little extra in there because they were kind of known for that, occasionally putting an extra gift into your boxes. Maybe they will make it up to me and I will be super happy and I won't go through my long history with Mickey Loot. And then my box arrived the other day and it was just a big old mailer that had a little tiny Mickey Loot sticker on it and then handwritten in very faint writing that you probably can't even see and that the carrier probably didn't see either, that said do not bend. So hopefully nothing in there got bent, but like I said, I was thinking, oh, it's gonna take me a while because they were kind of known for individually wrapping all of the items that came in the boxes, and that's one of the things that I loved about Mickey Loot, and you can see it in my original unboxings from them back when I first subscribed. But then I realized that I probably don't even have that much to talk to you about because this is all I got. So of course, you know, it had that little sign that said do not bend, but let me show you the amazing packing that they did, you guys. So whatever it is, they sandwiched it between two pieces of cardboard that don't even cover the items inside. So I am really hoping that whatever that little white corner isn't the actual item, because if it is super duper bent. Then there's another wrapped item, which I'm kind of guessing just based on the shape of it is probably a calendar. I don't know, maybe these are super high quality, high value items. I am hoping they are, but they're not going to take that long to unbox. So I am going to go ahead and tell you my entire history with Mickey Loot. Originally, I was going to do a nun-boxing, as Mike over at Magic at Your Door likes to call it, but I did actually find something to tell you about. Now, I would be able to tell you about the retail values of these items if they actually included a spoiler sheet, but they did mention over on their Instagram, I believe, that they're not doing spoiler sheets because they just don't have time because they're trying to catch up. Yeah, because I just got my box that I paid for back in June. Now, let's go ahead and look at what they did send. They sent me this little postcard that just kind of has a, you know, an outline of Walt Disney World Resort, which again, Disneyland is my home park. Now, I had already been having trouble with them in terms of communication and not getting boxes, and it was my bad for going ahead and buying their limited edition box. But they do limited edition boxes for all kinds of things. They do Star Wars, they do Marvel, they do Harry Potter, they do individual characters or movies or celebrations. They did one that was all about Walt that I was like very tempted by. And of course, when I saw the vintage one, because I used to collect vintage European posters, I was like, I want that one. And I just love all the like retro styles of Disneyland stuff. Like I love all the shag art. I love a lot of Jeff Granito stuff. So I was like, I would love a vintage box. I think that would be really fun to get some vintage items. There's another subscription box company that used to do some vintage items that was really fun, and I enjoyed getting those. I know it's hard to place a retail value on those, but I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and give them my $75, and I think it'll be really good because I've had good experiences, and I was getting some PR boxes from Mickey Loot, so I was like, I totally understand that while they are moving warehouses and getting caught up, they're going to put their paid subscribers as priority, and so I totally understood that I wasn't getting monthly boxes anymore, but I went ahead and gave them my money. But lo and behold, the box did finally arrive, and I went ahead and printed out my interactions with them, because some was an email, some was over on DMs on Instagram, but I wanted to share it with you so that you can know my whole experience with Mickey Loot. Now, I did subscribe to them way back in August of 2020 when they first came out. I saw some other unboxings by Disney YouTubers and I was like, this box looks awesome. There are a few flash in the pan Disney boxes, I have to tell you guys. There's some that are new that are still doing really well, and I would highly recommend them, like Enchanted Mysteries. I think Karen does a great job. I love Magical Pick Me Up. I think it's so cool to get stuff from the Asian parks. And then we have our like standbys. We have Magic at Your Door and Bibbidi, and they are huge, but they do a fantastic job. And then there's the ones that like Be Our Guest Express, that fizzled. Anyway, let's talk about Mickey Loot. So I subscribed at a B-level box, which was also $75. Again, I don't even know if they still do a monthly subscription. I've seen so much like negative reviews right now from people about the boxes that they are finally just now receiving. So my first post about Mickey Loot was in their August box, right? But I didn't actually post it until September 3rd. Did super well. I think it was like one of my favorite boxes. I thought they did such a nice job. I loved unwrapping all the individual items. And they actually emailed and reached out to me and invited me to their ambassador program, which like was amazing. I was like, oh my gosh, I never ever thought, because I'm not a Disney unboxing channel or a Disney YouTube channel, I was like, I'll never get a free Disney box. But the fact that they invited me, and we had some other like connections from like Hawaii and stuff, I was like, this is so cool. They invited me to their ambassador program. I was like, yes, absolutely. So then my second post was actually a PR box where they actually sent me a box, and I think it was also like a B ticket level box, and that came out in October of 2020. So my second box with them, I did not pay for, another great box, and they gave me a code to share with people that saved them $10. And then when I reached out to them again, like a month later in November, they told me by that time that 15 people had used my code, which at the time was pretty good, especially for a non-Disney channel. So I was like, great. So I felt like I was kind of earning my keep. Then they started a little bit more of an official process. So I would get like an influencer renewal email that would say, you know, I was on the list for the next one, right? So the one that I opened that was my first free box was the September box. Then I didn't get an October box. Then in November, I did get a renewal notice. So I was like, okay, I didn't get an October box. That's fine. Again, they have to prioritize their paying subscribers. So then on Instagram, I wrote to them and I said, hey, just wondering, I just got the influencer renewal email. It's cool that you're like going to keep track a little bit better. And they said I said, is this the November box or did we skip ahead and this is going to be the December box? Like, just let me know. They confirmed with me, this is the November box. We're just a little bit behind. It's shipping tomorrow, which would have been November 29th. It didn't actually ship until December 11th, but I did have confirmation from them that it was my November box. Again, no matter, like things get a little crazy around the holidays. Then no box arrived yet, and I found on December 24th, this is all back in 2020, I got another influencer renewal email. So this is the second one. That one never shipped. I kept getting influencer renewal emails and they never shipped. The only time I got one was for my third post, which was my second PR box, and that was posted actually on Christmas because at the time people really loved Disney unboxings on the channel, so I thought that would be a really fun thing to do, and it was a great box. That was the last box that I got from Mickey Loot, I believe. So then, starting in January, so January 24th, I got a third influencer renewal email. But mind you, I'd gotten a second one and never actually got a box for it. So I wrote to them and I said, hey, is there a December box on the way? Because I did get the renewal form for it. And if you're discontinuing PR right now, that's totally fine. Just let me know. I need to know for my content calendar. And they wrote to me, we're working on December influencers this weekend. And then January will be coming very quickly. So kind of back to back. USPS has literally killed us the last 2 months. So much product stuck in limbo. So hundreds of packages got backed up. And on top of that, we just tripled in size last month. And this month we're back on track to quadruple that. So lots of adjustments. New warehouses, etc. are coming. We appreciate your patience. If you could jump on today and make any adjustments or additions to your preferences, that would be awesome because you only have a few more boxes ahead of you until yours is pulled. Thanks again for everything and we hope you love your boxes. That's Matt. So Matt is telling me at the end of January 2021, we're working on your December box because you already got the November box. All right, cool. This is February. February 11th, I reach out. Hey, never got that December box, so you guys didn't catch up, and don't think we're gonna get a January box either, so why don't we start over with February? Cool. Then they write back to me the next day. Things have been a little crazy around here. I think according to our records, we sent you your December box, but you opened it on camera as your November box. So I think it's best just to start all over again in February. Again, I had confirmed with them that it was the November box, and they had sent me another message saying, hey, we're still working on your December box. So the December box never came to me. And then it says, at the close of our Groundhog Day campaign, we had over 700 orders. I feel like they're bragging as an excuse. It says, so we've been working until 2 a.m. p.m. and sometimes later to curate and ship out boxes. So again, we apologize for the delay on the influencer boxes. It is important to us that we get you boxes that suit you, and like I said, growth has been a little crazy during this transition as we expand into new offices. We'll be sending out your box to you this week, and then hopefully we can get into a better rhythm in the upcoming months. So the last box, you guys, that I got was the November box. It shipped late. I posted it on Christmas Day. And then now we are in February. They're saying they're trying to catch up. We'll be sending you a box this week. That was like Valentine's week. Never got a box. I responded with a screenshot in Instagram and I said, you know, confirming that they had told me it was the November box. Never replied to that. Oh, end of February, I get another influencer renewal email. Never shipped. By the end of February, I check in. She says, our systems are set to auto-renew the influencer boxes. We've grown so wildly fast the last few months that we had to prioritize the regular orders just to keep up. We're working on getting the influencers back out. It will be a March box and we'll start again from there, after saying that we were going to start with a February box. We're moving our entire operation down to Florida to be closer to the parks, as well as launching several new divisions over the next few months. We have so much going on. We're very excited to share all the new developments soon. We appreciate you hanging in there while we have paused a bit to set up the infrastructure to handle this growth and expansion. Very exciting times here at mickeyloot. Stay tuned, as I think we have a few more boxes coming that you may be very interested in. Okay, end of March, when they send out their automated influencer renewal. Never shipped. So I got 4 of those, I think, in total. None of them shipped. Reached out at the beginning of April 9th. I haven't received any boxes since December, which was a November box, which you confirmed. Still working on clearing our backlog of orders. This move was bigger than we originally thought. We're working overtime to make sure everyone is caught up. We're looking at taking on a larger warehouse space as we are quickly outgrowing this one. We're a week or 2 away from being back on schedule. This is in April, guys. We're a week or 2 from being back on schedule. We thank you so much for your patience and for hanging in there with us as we've made these hard changes to benefit us in the long run. We will soon be announcing several new brands and new product lines that would have never been possible without this move. We are excited to share them with you. Stay tuned. So that was the beginning of April. The end of May. So I was patient, checked in. Hi there, this is Matt. I feel really bad, not blown you off at all. Our growth has been at a level I've never experienced in any of the businesses I've created over the years. We are all in emergency mode, just trying to create new systems for everything just to keep up. We have paused the influencer boxes for just a bit longer, but they are coming back very soon. Now they said that, but they had never even announced that or told me that they had paused the influencer boxes. Totally fine. We're going to launch a giveaway today because we're almost to 2,000 on Instagram. Today is also the day we launch potterloot.com. So lots of excitement, but lots of new stuff to put in place to handle our growth. Anyway, thanks for hanging in there with us, and we are almost to the end of this crazy move, which has gone on for months. June 2nd, I decided to order this vintage box, and I asked if I needed to update any preferences for it. No response. July 2nd, I asked, hey, any ETA, any movement? He writes back, vintage is still several weeks away. We're clearing our backlog from the move so we can finally get back to normal, so it's going to be a few more weeks on our plan. It's been a long haul for us, but we can finally see the finish line. June 15th, I asked about getting a discount on the Paris box. I have no idea why I still wanted to give them my money, right? So yes, I got 2 influencer boxes, but then I went and purchased the vintage box because I was like, I understand. I'm not necessarily a Disney influencer. You guys are dealing with lots of stuff. So he says, let me get you down for a Paris box interest and I'll get you a code when we do them. Not sure how they're going to be structured, but it's coming up soon, so I'm going to have to figure it out this weekend. Never followed up. Never got back to me. They went to Paris. They did Paris boxes. Never got a code. Then August 13th, checked in. I just returned from Paris yesterday and I have the plague right now, so we're saying that those are still a week or 2 away on that, on my vintage box that I ordered back in June. The vintage box should be shortly. I was correct in the thought that I would find some vintage in Paris, so I was holding those a bit. So best guess is another week on those. This is mid-August, another week. I didn't get my box until mid-December. Hope you're doing well. We've had a year and so much has changed and is coming, but at times it seemed like we were crawling uphill in mud. Check in with them because they said it should be in a week or 2. Check in with them September 4th. I didn't even check in with them. I kind of gave up. They sent me an email that said, we've begun shopping for your order. Okay, so that was in September. Then I checked in with them at the beginning of October because I hadn't seen anything. Looks like it's going to be heading over to packaging soon is what he tells me. Then I finally get an email. This is October 10th. So I got an email that said on September 4th, we've begun shopping for your email. and this is, you know, a month after he said it should be shipping in a couple weeks. Then October 10th, your order is now in curation. October 10th. Then 11/20, so this is now November 20th, a whole extra 40 days later. Congratulations, your order is now in packaging. So September, they started shopping, according to the email. October, it was in curation. November, it was in packaging. And then December 1st, your order has shipped. It arrived on the 15th. This is ridiculous. Let's go ahead and open it up. So I did pre-score it, you guys. We're hoping for something good. There is no sort of value card for me to look at. So we have the one item that is sort of bent. It does look like it's from France. It says Le Journal de Mickey. It is the Nouvelle Série. So it looks like it's a magazine page or cover. It says number 1022. It does have Walt Disney. It's got Mickey Mouse with a cuckoo clock. And then on the paper, which is not part of the actual print, you guys, it does say Couverture Original Mickey. So someone just wrote that. Now I can't tell. This does not look to me to be like archival paper, which is like what you usually expect when you are receiving a vintage magazine sheet or poster. There's also usually a certificate of authenticity. That's been my experience when I've purchased things like this. And when I've seen magazine pages and covers on eBay, I'm not saying I know how much they paid for this or how rare it is or what the condition is. They're usually not more than $30. So that's just what I'm saying. I think the image is great. It's like nice vivid colors. I could definitely get that framed. It's kind of cool. I'm kind of bummed because if I wanted to frame it with this, it's written in like pencil script where it says Couverture Original Mickey, like it's really bent on the corners because of the way that they shipped it. So that's a little bit disappointing to me because I would have to have it removed from that, probably put onto acid-free archival paper because I don't know what that is, which is added cost to me. Here's the other item, which I'm guessing right now is probably a calendar or something. So it does look to be an original vintage item. I don't know if they actually got it on their Paris trip. If they did, that was months and months ago, so I don't know why it took them quite so long to send this to me. But let me go ahead and open this up. So this, it's not a calendar, it is a record. So this is kind of fun because I actually used to have the Tiki Room record and the It's a Small World record as a kid. So this is, it says a magnificent full color illustrated book and long playing record, the New Zoo Review. It's a Disneyland record, but like, I don't know these characters. Maybe Owl, but this is kind of weird, you guys. So it's got two sides to it, and then it's got like frogs, and I don't know these characters. Do you guys? I guess the only thing that makes it Disney is that it's from the Disneyland Resort collection. I mean, it's pretty cool if you collect vintage, records. So that's kind of neat. I mean, look at the clothes here, you guys. This is pretty cool. So it is a booklet. I think it's pretty cool. This is the kind of thing that I would definitely pick up at a thrift store or vintage shop. Like if I liked it, I do wish that it had like characters that I knew. So it says Henrietta, a hippo, Freddie the frog, Charlie the owl, Doug and Emmy Joe, but like I don't know these characters. But if anybody knows the New Zoo Review, you guys, let me know because I don't. It's cool, and then it's got like this booklet. It's got like some pages that you could read along. So it's a kid's record, which I mean I like vintage Disney, and I know I like Disney is like for kids, but it's not like something that I would have personally picked up. Like here's the record. It is in there. We'll see if it's got like a lot of scratches on it. It looks like it's in pretty good condition, honestly. So this is actually kind of cool because it would be fun to frame this, you know, like they do with awards and stuff. I wish it was something like the Tiki Room or something that's like from a Disneyland attraction. That would have been like way cooler to me, or like one of the Disney movies. Maybe this was a movie. I have no idea. So in terms of like the actual item, what it is, a record with a booklet, I think that's pretty cool. I don't know what year it's from. Again, oh, it says 1972. So this is older than me. I think that's pretty cool. But again, if I was going to pick this up myself, I would probably have done something more recognizably Disney besides that just says Disneyland record. So I think it's worth the $75. I would have rather picked the items out myself. This is actually really cool. I do have a couple of like Disney prints in my house. I might eventually, when I have more space in my house, get this framed. I love that it came from France. I would like some authenticity certificates to go along with the vintage items if they're gonna do that, or at least like a sheet that tells me what they paid for it or what it's valued at, so that I don't have to do that. I think it's worth it. Was it worth waiting for 6 months and getting this like runaround? Probably not. So that's the tea. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I hope you have a magical day. I'll see you soon in my next unboxing.